¿Qué lo que mi gente? Yo soy Ricky de Bilingue Blogs. Thank you for coming back if you are a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, thank you for watching the video. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can learn more Spanish here on Bilingue Blogs. Today we are going to be digging deep into the meaning of the word que in Spanish, because que appears everywhere. It's over here, it's over there, it's over there, it's over there. Why? Because it has several meanings. So, we're going to break all those down so that you can have a better understanding at the end of this video about how to use que, what it means, when you use it a certain way, and things of that sort, okay? So there's a lot of things that we have to take into consideration when we're dealing with the word que. Does it have question marks in the front and behind it? Does it have an accent mark? Is it followed by an adjective? Does it have a verb in front of it? All these things will give us different meanings of que, okay? So let's start with the basic one, because I want to kind of get a big misconception out of the way here. Que, Q-U-E, with the accent mark and the question marks. Most Spanish teachers would tell you that this means what? They're partially telling you the truth. It does mean what most of the time, but it can also mean which. Okay, so it will mean what pretty much any time that you're not referring to two things at a time. So, for example, if I were to say, ¿Qué carro más barato? El Ferrari or el Lamborghini? That can be translated as, what car is cheaper, the Lamborghini or the Ferrari? But I could also translate that as, which car is cheaper, the Lamborghini or the Ferrari? You see what I mean there? So it can mean which as well, but most of the time it will mean what. So if I'm asking for a definition of something like ¿Qué es un lápiz? Or what something does, like ¿Qué hace un lápiz? Then that means what, But when I'm comparing two things or trying to decide or determine between two things, it can mean which. Now, let's talk about the que with the accent mark still, but without the question marks. When you have que with just the accent mark but no question marks, then it will mean how or what. And this que will be followed by an adjective. Okay? So I guess you can say it's sort of an impersonal expression, and it just means how or what. For example, let me give you some examples here. Qué bonito. Qué bonito is how beautiful. So if I see my daughters have some shoes that I really like, I may say, oh, qué bonitos, right? But if I want to say, maybe I'm in my kid's toy room or something, and it's just really messy, I might say, qué lío, like, what a mess. So not really how messy, but in that case it'll mean what a mess. So depending on what adjective you put after the que with the accent mark on there, then it will determine if you would translate it in English as how or what a blah blah blah. You get it? Alright, so let's move right along. Let's take the accent mark right off of that que. When we take the accent mark off of que, what we get is the word that. Not all the time, but in this case, let's say that you want to describe something or someone. For example, if I want to say the guy that is sitting over there, we already know I'm talking about the guy, but which guy am I talking about? The one that is sitting over there. So I don't want to say that as like a demonstrative, but I want to say that as in, bringing clarity to who or what I'm talking about, if that makes sense. So if I were, talking to my cousin, and I would say, what happened to the money that your dad gave you? I would say, ¿Qué pasó con el dinero que te dio tu papá? Right? So it works the same way as that in English in that case. Con el dinero que te dio tu papá, that your dad gave you. If you want to, clarify who you're talking about, then you're going to use que plus the description after that, and it's going to mean that. Another use of the que without the accent mark, without anything, can be comparison. So if you want to say that something is more than something, you don't mean the word than. So more than, less than, whatever. Then you're gonna say que. Yo tengo más cuarto que tú. I have more money than you. The que there is than. Or él es más alto que yo. He is taller than me. Do you get it? That one's pretty simple and straightforward. I mean, if you want to say then you use que. Now next we have the command que. What do I mean by the command que? I mean that this is going to add emphasis on your commands. You will hear this from parents or from people who are really angry or who have repeated themselves to you. They're going to give you the basic command. So if I say, sit down, I'll say, siéntate. Tell you to sit down again. Siéntate. Then if I'm really like upset that you're not sitting down, I told you already twice, I might say, que te sientes. So it just makes your command stronger. It's like, yo, like you need to do this right now. Okay? So it's used with commands. It looks like it's using the subjunctive, which technically it is the subjunctive form of the verb, but it's the command form. So it's kind of like if you were using the negative command. But yeah, when you want to make your commands more firm, you will put the que in front of it and you will change it to make it look subjunctive. So if somebody wanted me to sing a song or something and they were like, canta, and I'm like, no, I don't want to sing. Canta, no, I don't want to sing. Que cantes, right? So like, sing now, like, you know, that is that kind of thing. It's putting more effort into it, putting more emphasis on it that you need to do this. Does that make sense? Hopefully so. Alright, so now that we're kind of dealing with the subjunctive with que, I actually want to talk about the subjunctive with que. So the first case that we will use with the subjunctive and que is when we want to say may, right? So for example, in The Lion King, they would say long live the king, right? Scar said long live the king when he killed his brother. You could say long live the king in Spanish, but the way that they used to say it in Old English was may the king live forever. So how would this look in Spanish? Que viva el rey. Que viva el rey. So the viva there is subjunctive, but we have the que there in the beginning. If the que is in the beginning like that, and it's not a command, then it is a subjunctive phrase, meaning may blah blah blah. So you may hear natives say, que Dios te bendiga. Que Dios te bendiga, mijo. Right? May God bless you. That's what that is saying. Now we could simply just say, God bless. You could say that. But just know that the que in the beginning there means may whatever. So if you're sick and somebody says, oh, que te mejore pronto, may you get better soon. Or for example, que te vaya bien, may everything go well for you. Right? So does that make sense, you guys? If you are wishing someone something, you're wishing that something happens for someone, and you want to say like, may this happen, then you're going to put the que in front of it. Simple as that. The next thing, I mean, and as we go on, as you see, as you're getting more advanced. So that's why, you know, some of you may be lost right now, and that's okay. You will learn this all eventually, but I just want to share with you and clear this up. So the next thing is the actual subjunctive. So when you're using que to change something into the subjunctive. Now, technically, this que means that. This is a really big mistake that I have with my students who are beginners and intermediates because I haven't taught them the subjunctive yet. So if you're watching this, pay attention to this part. So if I want something, right, I'm just going to say yo quiero and then plus the verb. So if someone's watching a show and I want to see it, I'm going to say, oh, yo quiero ver, right? But if I want somebody else to do something, or if I want something for someone else, then that's when we have to start using the subjunctive, because I can't say quiero tu ver. Okay, that's a mistake that a lot of beginners and intermediates make. Quiero tu ver, or quiero tu comer, right? Like they try to do it word for word, do it verbatim, and it doesn't make any sense at all, and it just sounds wrong. So what you have to do here is you add a que after the first verb of whoever the first person is, whoever wants somebody to do something, or whoever asks somebody to do something, whatever the case may be. I mean, the subjunctive is a very broad thing that I have to make a whole nother video about, so I can't get too deep into it. But pretty much, if you desire that somebody does something, then you need to use the subjunctive. You have to use que in this way. So let's say that I want to see something, like I said, yo quiero ver, blah, blah, blah. But if I want you to see it, I'm going to say, quiero que tú veas la película, right? I want you to see the movie. Quiero que tú veas la película. I want you to see the movie. It can also be translated as I want that you see the movie. And actually in Old English we used to talk like that. In Old English that was completely fine. Nowadays it sounds weird, so we just say I want you to blah blah blah. Or let's say that I don't know, I suggest that you do something, right? Yo te sugiero que tú llames a tu mamá. So, sugiero que tú llames a tu mamá. So the que there lets me know that I'm switching it to subjunctive. That one is probably a little confusing. So, like I said, I'm going to go over a whole lesson with the subjunctive, but that is another meaning of the word que in Spanish. The last few, hopefully, we took it really high up. Now we're going to take it down a little bit so that you can know how these works here, okay? So, when we have que preceded by the word tener, like by the conjugated form of tener, then it means that somebody has to do something. For example, if I have to clean my room, no, let's not use I, let's use somebody else. If my brother has to clean his room, then I'm going to say él tiene que limpiar su cuarto. So he has to clean his room. I can't say él tiene limpiar su cuarto because that means that he has cleaned his room. It does not make sense. But to say he has to clean his room, él tiene que limpiar su cuarto. Or if I want to say they have to go to the store, ellos tienen que ir a la tienda. They have to go to the store. Tienen que ir a la tienda. So in that case, it doesn't mean that, it means to. Like the whole phrase, tener que, is like somebody has to do something. Okay? Next we have poder que. But it's not just poder que. I'm just going to say puede que because typically you're going to hear it as puede que. Puede que is, it means that it could be, it might be that, it may be that. That's what puede que means. So like if somebody didn't come to work today, then I may tell my boss, oh, puede que esté atrapado en tráfico. And that one, I'm sorry, I took it back to the subjunctive, but that one would actually be subjunctive too. Puede que esté atrapado en tráfico. So it could be that he's stuck in traffic, or maybe, or might be that this person is stuck in traffic. Puede que esté atrapado en tráfico, right? The last one as well will be subjunctive, and it's hacer que. So like, have you ever wanted to learn how to say like make somebody do something, right? Well, there's a few ways to say it, but hacer que is one of them. So if I want to say she wants to make me look dumb, ella quiere hacer que me vea estúpido, right? Quiere hacer que me vea estúpido. So, like I said, we'll get into the subjunctive a lot later down the line. These are some verbs that I'm giving you that use que along with them to make certain phrases, because these are phrases that we use all the time in English, and I'm sure you want to use them in Spanish. So yeah, I'll be done with that one for now because most of it is going to be subjunctive from that point. I can't really find any indicative ones that would be simple for you guys. So those are the uses of que. Now let's practice a little bit just to kind of refresh your memory of when to use them. So this first sentence, what does it mean? What does que mean in this first sentence here? If you said what, then you're correct. What age are you? It was what the sentence really means. ¿Qué edad tienes? What age are you? How about in this next sentence? If you said that, then you're correct. I like the girl that is wearing the red dress. How about the next one? If you said how, then you're right. Except for in English, we probably wouldn't say it this way. But how ugly are those shoes? That's really what it translates to, but we'll probably say those are some ugly shoes, right? But in Spanish, that's how we talk. How ugly are those shoes? Qué feos son esos zapatos. Let's try another one. One last one and then we'll be done. If you said it was used to add emphasis for a command, then you were correct with this last one. Que te comas tu comida. Que te comas tu comida. Eat all your food up. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Sorry I don't have a better facility here. I'm in my hotel room, still in Haiti, hanging out. So I decided to make this video that I wanted to make during training, but I didn't have the time to do so. So if you found it helpful, if you have any questions, please let me know. If I missed any uses of the word que in Espanol, please let me know in the comments and I will do my best to share that information. Yeah, don't forget to share, don't forget to like, and as always, subscribe. Take it easy guys. Que Dios los bendiga.